And if I covered it, hid behind a mask, you could love me for who I was inside. Without pity. But a funny thing happened. As I worked in the mask, I found the man inside was changing. He became wrong. A monster. I can live with it now, but I don't think anyone else can. I'm everyone and no one. Everywhere. Nowhere. Call me
James Gray.
You found a college radio station. Go tell your parents what it feels like to be an adult. You're listening to Gray Matter on 91.5 WPRK.
Hey, that's right. I am James Gray. This is Gray Matter, and you are tuned in, of course, to WPRK, Winter Park, Florida. That's 91.5 on your FM dial. Streaming live from Lake Geneva to the Finland station on WPRK.org. Go to the website to find out all about WPRK Giving Day on February 14th, where you can support station initiatives such as enhancing our technology, really updating our technology to keep it current and to keep us on the air. We've got some other cool things going on that we want to do. We want to give station staff, the student staff, like audio engineering training so we can have more live bands in here. We need to pay for the antenna rental. That's a cost that goes up every single year. So if you like what you hear on WPRK, you like what's going on, you can already go to the WPRK.org and donate to WPRK, whatever you see fit if you want to, right? But then Giving Day will be on February 14th, and there will be 10 hours of live bands from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. right here on WPRK. And if we get 70 donors, it doesn't say a dollar amount. I'm just saying if we get 70 donors, then there is a WPRK Radio Hall of Famer who used to be on WPRK who has promised to match up to $2,500. That's a big, big deal. So whether you want to give now or you want to wait for Giving Day to see if you can get that matching donor stuff, then, help us out if you can. I'm not comfortable begging, but at the same time, this is nonprofit radio. This is college radio. This is community radio. We don't have that big money behind us. We don't have ad revenue, all of that kind of stuff. So it's enough, I think, for you to be out there and just listening to WPRK, telling your friends about your favorite shows, all of that kind of stuff. But if you have a couple of extra bucks laying around, then why not donate it to WPRK? You can go to WPRK.org to find out all about WPRK's Giving Day on February 14th and all the different things that we plan to spend that donated money on, just so you know that it's going to something specific and not just general funds or whatever, right? So once again, I am James Gray. This is Gray Matter. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Before the break, we heard music from Counterfeit, one of my favorite songs of all time. Very, very hard to find, but that was Counterfeit and a song called Cliches and Lies. Before that, Native Alien gave us We Start Fire, and we started off with one of my other favorite songs. That was The Eyes and Tube Vision. So this hour, the gray light is spinning around from Vancouver, spinning around all the way to the borderlands of El Paso and Juarez, Mexico, and the Chihuahuan Desert, kind of badlands there, if you will. And we're going to be focusing the gray light on a band, group of artists called Tepehuan, doing some dark wave, very futuristic, very mysterious type of stuff. And I've got two coming up from Tepehuan this hour. This hour, I've got two coming up from Tepehuan. Now, Tepehuan is a band, a mysterious band, shrouded in mystery, and but I like that because they've cultivated this kind of this air of kind of mystery and this air of kind of darkness and futuristic, out of time kind of band. And I like a band that kind of crafts an image like that and crafts an identity where you're not quite sure who they are or what they are, and maybe they have like alternate egos and stuff like that, and all that stuff is very cool. So Tepehuan is a band from the borderlands of El Paso and Juarez, and in the Chihuahuan Desert. And you can hear, especially in this first track that I'm going to play, which is called appropriately Desert Shadows, I think kind of knowing a little bit about the band or what they put out there and how they kind of craft their image and everything like that, you can kind of hear the sounds right in the music and kind of put the two together, and you can kind of create a landscape or a vision or whatever in your head. So Tepehuan is working with kind of a dark wave sound, an industrial sound, certainly influenced by like Ministry and Boy Harsher and Vowels. I've been in contact with some members of Tepehuan here, and I've got some of these influences so Ministry, which I think you can definitely hear, Prayers, Vowels, Boy Harsher, Crosses, maybe a little bit of Rammstein, and a Mexican goth band that I am not going to disrespect the Spanish language by trying to pronounce, so I will let Google Translate do it for me, and the band is called
La banda es imaginare.
That is
La banda es imaginare.
That's right. And I think, it's cool. It's cool that they're able to kind of list these influences and everything like that. I think you're certainly going to hear it in the music, but very, like I said, very dark, very mysterious, and it's got that industrial edge to it. And I think you're really going to enjoy Tepehuan. And I know they're out there listening right now. So all the people from Tepehuan, here is the gray light shining on you. We're going to start off with Desert Shadows, and then we're going to move on to Obscuro del Paso. I'm sorry once again if that sounds like the most rudimentary Spanish ever. It's obviously it's not my native language, nor is it my second language. So we're going to start off. These are both from their new EP called Doomed Ego. You can find Tepehuan. Now that is Tepehuan. You can find Tepehuan anywhere you can find great independent music. I suggest starting with their Instagram, Tepehuan, and we're going to start off here with Desert Shadows. You are listening to Gray Matter right here on WPRK.